Some weeks ago I decided to try to run a sub 4-minute downhill mile, and in that video I also said that I have never actually tried to run an all-out mile on the track. After that downhill mile video I got a lot of comments from you wanting to see what I can do on the track. So that's what I'm here to find out today, and I've set a really ambitious goal to try to run a sub 4:30 mile here on my first attempt. I think that will be really difficult, but I will give it my all and see how fast I can run this mile. I have actually never before ran in track spikes either, so to get a real track feeling and hopefully shave off a couple of seconds on my mile time as well, I decided to order a pair of spikes. Since I don't run on track so often, I didn't want to spend so much money on the spikes, so I decided to go for the pretty affordable Nike Zoom Rival Distance. To save my calves a bit, I will not be wearing my spikes for the rest of the warm-up, but the first impressions of trying out the spikes was very fun. It's such a special feeling of running in a shoe that feels just like a sock and are very lightweight, and the traction you get from the spikes on the track is just insane. I feel that you really benefit, at least in the last part of the stride when you kick off your feet. So that was really fun. It will be really fun to try to run super fast in those for my mile attempt. But it's probably not recommended to try to run an all-out mile the first time you're wearing spikes. But it's not the longest distance, so hopefully I will not kill my calves completely. This all-out mile attempt is also a part of my preparation for a 3K all-out I will be running later this year, and if you watch my channel you know that I have a goal this year to run a sub 9-minute 3 kilometer on the track, and that's been a goal of mine for a really long time, so it would be so cool to get that done this year. And I think this all-out time trial on the track, on the mile here, will give a pretty good indication of how my training has been going and what my current shape are. So yeah, it will be a good little test. So let's just do this thing and get the rest of the warm-up done. My warm-up will consist of 25 minutes, so very easy jogging, and then I will do a 400 meter on about threshold pace, and then I will finish off with 3 strides, and then I will hopefully be ready to run very fast. Hi. So Oscar has arrived, who's going to pace me on the bike. Are you ready for your pacing job?
I think so.
What do you think I can do the mile in?
I have no idea. I think 4:30 might.
That's what I'm hoping for, but it will be painful. So let's just do this thing before I change my mind.
Er det noe idrett eller noe prestasjons eller noe sånt? Er det bare for å teste?
Ja, bara för att testa. Jag har aldrig löpt en mile så fort jag kan, så det är spännande. And there I'm off on my first ever attempt at an all-out mile on the track. That lady asking me why I was doing this right before I started got me thinking about why I put myself through this. I really don't have to run 4 laps on the track as fast as I physically can. I could have just as well been laying in the sofa at home watching TV. I don't know why I keep searching out physical challenges, but I guess it's something so rewarding with challenging yourself physically. It really makes me feel 100% alive, and I feel I grow as a person from pushing my physical limits. Anyway, here I was happy to have started after being pretty nervous before the run. And in the start here I'm trying to find a correct pace for hitting 68 seconds in the first lap. Then I would be on perfect pace for doing a 4:30 mile. Passing the finish line after my first lap here, I'm really hoping I have started in a good pace. So after checking my watch and seeing that I have done the first 409 meters in 68 seconds just as planned, that makes me very happy. But I also felt that it was not going to be easy to keep this pace for another 3 laps. I'm not hurting super bad at this point, but I'm still struggling to keep the same pace. I think I have way too little speed training to really do well in the mile. I basically never run as fast in training as I'm doing right now, and as you know, you get good at what you train at. But I try to get through the second lap in a good way, having a good pace, but I still don't want to burn my legs completely, knowing I will have 800 meters left after this lap. I finished my second lap in 71 seconds, and this was a bit disappointing when I saw that at my watch, because I didn't think I had slowed down that much. And getting a sub 4:30 will be extremely difficult at this point, but I'm determined to at least not keep running slower and do a good third lap. While I'm pushing on here, starting to hurt pretty badly, I thought I would take the time to thank my Patreon supporters for supporting my channel. If you want to support the channel and get exclusive benefits like training programs, a podcast and different behind the scenes stuff, there's a link to my Patreon page in the description to this video. And if you like my videos and want to support my channel in an easy and free way, it's always appreciated if you give my videos a like and subscribe to my channel. Coming in after my third lap here, I managed to turn up the pace a bit, doing this lap in 70 seconds. After seeing this, I realized that a sub 4:30 is close to impossible. But I want to get as close to that mark as possible, so I'm really ready to push it my all this last lap. On this last lap I have to dig really deep, but I still think I have paced myself pretty good, because I'm still able to turn up the pace in this last part of the mile. There I'm passing the finish line after a good last lap in 65 seconds, giving me a 4:34 mile. That was super fun to race the mile. I didn't quite reach my goal of sub 4:30. 4:34 is my first official mile result. So thanks Oscar for pacing me. And of course now I really want to get that sub 4:30, so if this video gets 1000 likes I will do a second attempt at the mile. But as always, thanks for watching, train smart, have fun, and I will see you in the next video.